Okay, everyone, welcome to another video here on my channel. And in this video, I'm gonna predict the WWE Crown Jewel 2025 match card. Um, this match card actually looks pretty damn good, and mostly it's only because of two matches. There's two matches on this card that I'm very excited to see, and it's the two matches that you're seeing, on screen, that on the, thumbnail of the video. It's the two matches that are pictured up on the screen now. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins and AJ Styles versus John Cena. And I'm excited to see both those matches, and we've got five matches to predict, and since Crown Jewel is happening literally tomorrow, I'm gonna predict these matches right now, and yeah, let's see how well I do. So the first match I'm gonna predict is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in a Australian street fight. Um, this match I'm not very excited for it, because we've already seen it. In Clash in Paris, which wasn't a bad match, but it was just not really interesting for me. And I'm pretty sure this match is going to be fun because it's a street fight and it's also in Bronson Reed's hometown. So I'm pretty sure the crowd are going to be they're going to be like I'm not saying they're going to boo Roman Reigns or anything, but I'm saying they're probably going to be like, some are going to cheer for Roman and some are going to cheer for Bronson Reed, but that's only because it's in Australia. Anywhere else Roman Reigns would get cheered 100% over him. But yeah, I mean, Bronson Reed has been getting pushed so hard on WWE lately. Like as not only as Seth Rollins' lackey or anything, but dude. Bronson Reed pinned Randy Orton in a tag team match on SmackDown last week, and it was a tag match where he fought Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, the face of the company, and Bronson Reed got the pinfall in that match against Randy Orton. So that's pretty sick, honestly. I did not expect. I remember going into that tag match, watching it, and I thought, Cody and Randy are for sure gonna win, but I was wrong. But yeah, who do I think is gonna win though? Roman Reigns has already beaten Bronson Reed, so maybe they're gonna have Bronson win and then have a third match between them where Roman just wins. But at the same time, like, do we want to see it for a third time? I don't know, man. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of interferences in this match. Like Braun Breaker is gonna interfere, the Usos are gonna interfere, stuff like that. And to be honest, I feel like Roman Reigns is gonna win. My prediction is the OTC. Roman Reigns is going to win. I don't think Bronson Reed is. I think he will put on a very very good fight, and I mean he's gonna get a lot of cheers from the crowd because it's in Australia. I feel like that's the only reason this match is taking place, because I feel like if it wasn't in Australia, I wouldn't care about this match, honestly, or I don't think anybody would. Um, and to be honest, I would have honestly preferred Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker, because that's the match that I feel like most people would rather see. Like some people are saying that should be saved for a big four PLE. I don't know about that. I'm not saying it should be a WrestleMania. Like maybe I don't know, man. Like they're probably saving it for a future WrestleMania. Maybe Roman Reigns' last match is gonna be against Braun Breaker. Whenever Roman Reigns decides to retire. But at the same time, we like that's then, and we're talking now. And yeah, I'm gonna predict Roman. Roman's gonna win. And then we have the tag match. Speaking of Australian people, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are gonna face the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Well, it's obviously gonna be Rhea Ripley and Io Sky that are going to win this match, because it's in Rhea Ripley's home country, Australia. It's gonna be in front of Rhea Ripley's hometown, like family and stuff. And Rhea's gonna get cheered like crazy. I remember that one Elimination Chamber PLE last year that happened in Perth, Australia, where Rhea Ripley actually main evented that PLE with Nia Jax, and yeah, like you know you're a star when you literally main event a PLE with arguably the worst wrestler on the roster. I mean, Naya isn't good. Let's be honest. But yeah, Rhea and Io are gonna win. I mean, I know I said earlier that Bronson Reed is going to lose to Roman, but there's a difference, because Bronson Reed is, he's facing Roman Reigns. Meanwhile, like, who's Rhea facing? Asuka and Kairi Sane, two people who haven't been relevant in God knows how long. So yeah, my prediction is Rhea and Io for sure. Rhea Ripley's gonna get a massive pop. And then we need, okay, now we got to talk about the match that is going to happen one last time. AJ Styles versus John Cena. Dude, I feel like I'm going to get emotional tomorrow watching this for the last time because, man, this is AJ and Cena literally have, like a lot of their matches that they had together, a lot of them are some of my favorite matches of all time. Like I'm not kidding. The match that they had at the Royal Rumble in 2017, that's in my top 10, favorite wrestling matches of all time. That was such a classic. And the SummerSlam 2016 match was great as well. That one is like in my top 20 probably. Like out of the three matches that they had on PLEs, the Money in the Bank 2016 one, the SummerSlam 2016 one, and the 2017 Royal Rumble. If I had to rank them from best to worst, I think all of them were great, uh, but I would say the 2017 Rumble was their best match. The 2016 SummerSlam one was the second best match, and the Money in the Bank 2016 one was it was good, but I feel like the Rumble and the SummerSlam one were way better. Um, but yeah, man, this is basically gonna like a lot of old memories, when it comes to Cena and AJ. Like, I love this rivalry when I was a kid, or when I was younger. I mean, 2016, 2017, I was like 10, 11 years old, I was born in 2006. So basically, it's like my childhood, rivalry, pretty much. And and I'm happy we got this match. It's pretty weird the way we got it. Though, like John Cena basically went on X and basically, ranted, against Triple H, about how Triple H, said once that John Cena chooses his opponents, which John Cena denied in that X comment and said that he basically demanded a match with AJ Styles, and now we're getting it. Triple H was basically pushed into giving us that match by John Cena, and AJ Styles. Now I think the match is gonna be great. They're probably gonna do a lot of the stuff that they did back in the day. We're probably gonna see some old spots like I don't know AJ Styles suplexing John Cena on the apron, which happened before, or I don't know AJ Styles kicking out of a second rope AA or avalanche AA or however they call it. Um, this match is gonna be, oh my gosh, I can't wait for it. I know it's gonna be great. Um, And who do I want to win? I want AJ Styles to win. I'm not gonna lie. And the reason for that is because AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's in my top three for sure. Like of all time, AJ Styles is for sure in my top three. Favorite wrestlers of all time. Uh, and that like he has also been booked so badly for like you know, I don't know. Like, when's the last time they had AJ Styles have an important match? Like, okay, okay, the matches he had with Cody Rhodes last year were some of the best of the year last year. But aside from that, I don't know, man. WWE hasn't really been treating AJ Styles the way he should be treated, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see this one last time. So my prediction is going to be John Cena. I think John Cena is going to beat AJ Styles because John is retiring, and John Cena has already beaten most of the people he has fought. Like out of the old rivals that John Cena has fought in his retirement tour, like people like Randy Orton and CM Punk. John has beaten them, so I'm pretty sure he's going to beat AJ too. But I would love for AJ to get this win. It would be awesome, and I think John Cena is going to win in the same way that he beat AJ Styles at the 2017 Royal Rumble when AJ tried to hit the phenomenal forearm, but John Cena just ran and lifted AJ before he could dive off the top rope and just hit AA and then rolled over, hit another AA and won. That was a awesome ending, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say John is gonna win, and I do think we're gonna see some, like John Cena is gonna pay tribute to some of the people that were, influential in his career. Like he's probably gonna, like I feel like we're gonna see stuff like John Cena hitting a Batista bomb, or John Cena hitting a I don't know, skull crushing finale. Or, I don't know. For as tributes to people like Batista and The Miz for you know, because they were John Cena's rivals, some of his rivals from his career. So yeah, but I can't wait to see this one, man. It's gonna be emotional, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a handshake after the match, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, man, we had so many epic matches together, yeah, and we brought out the best in each other, and this match tonight was no exception." So yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult to like after it's over. It's gonna be hard to think that and it's gonna be hard to think that John is retiring this year and next year AJ Styles is retiring. So this is really the last time we get to see these two in the ring together. That's really AJ Styles' retirement next year is gonna really devastate me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, then we have Stephanie Vakir versus Tiffany Stratton for the crown jewel, female champion. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Stephanie Vakir at all. I think, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like people overrate Stephanie just because of the, the weird ass finisher that she does. But I really don't care about this match, to be honest. And who do I think is gonna win? I think Tiffany Stratton's gonna win. I don't really care about this match. I don't know. Maybe it will be a good match, but I don't really care, honestly. I don't like Stephanie. Tiffany, I like Tiffany, but you know, and then we have the main event, which probably it should be and will be the main event. It is the Crown Jewel Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, I said that John Cena versus AJ Styles is one of my favorite rivalries of all time. But so is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. When Cody Rhodes came back and to the WWE and they had those three matches, man, those three matches were classics. Especially the Hell in a Cell match. The Hell in a Cell match where Cody Rhodes had a torn pec and and he fought Seth Rollins back in 2022. That is my favorite Hell in a Cell match of all time. I'm not joking. It is the best Hell in a Cell match ever, in my opinion, and it is in my top two favorite wrestling matches of all time. Like my two favorite matches in WWE history or in wrestling history in general. My number one match, like my favorite match of all time, is for sure Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. At WrestleMania 40. When Cody Rhodes finished the story, because that felt honestly that felt more like a Avengers Endgame. It wasn't just a match; it was also basically the Avengers Endgame of WWE. And all the cameos and the in ring quality and stuff was all perfect, and the ending was also perfect. The Cody Rhodes finishing the story, after Roman hits Seth with the chair, and yeah. And my number two favorite match of all time is that Hell in a Cell match between Cody and Seth. Now, I feel like this is maybe the toughest one to predict. I mean, I know most people are saying Seth Rollins is gonna win because they keep talking about how Seth has never beaten Cody in a one-on-one match. Cody Rhodes is 3-0, and I want Cody to win because he's my favorite, and I would love to see Cody go 4-0 against Seth. That would be funny. But I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna suck to admit, but to be honest, I feel like Brock Lesnar is gonna interfere in this match, and because of that, Cody Rhodes is gonna Seth is gonna win because of that. Oh. So yeah, sadly I'm gonna have to say Seth Rollins is gonna win because Brock Lesnar is gonna interfere, and I'm the biggest Cody Rhodes fan in the world. I'm literally wearing a Cody Rhodes hoodie right now as I speak. Um, but yeah, man, I'm just gonna have to think logically and think, yeah, man, like because they keep talking about how Seth Rollins has never beaten Cody Rhodes and stuff, like on every single show, and it feels like they're gonna probably they keep mentioning it because they're gonna put that to bed, and Yeah, so Seth is gonna win, and that's gonna suck. And then that's gonna lead to War Games, where we will probably see, a super team of, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, and maybe like Jey Uso. And they're probably gonna face, the Vision, so Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, and Drew McIntyre. So yeah, I think the War Games match this year is gonna be something like that. You know. So yeah, these are my predictions for Crown Jewel 2025. I'm excited to see the two matches. Cena and AJ, Cody and Seth. Uh, basically my two of my favorite rivalries of all time. Like just two amazing rivalries that had a huge impact on me as a wrestling fan. And Yeah, so my predictions for this show are Roman Reigns, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, John Cena, Tiffany Stratton, and unfortunately Seth Rollins. So yeah, these are my predictions. Thanks for watching. Like, sub, and yeah, enjoy Crown Jewel. Goodbye.